The influencer Pokimane made a new cookie brand recently, and there's a rumor pushing around that there's small traces of poisonous cyanide and even some particles of lead within the cookies being packaged and produced in China and on other factories too. Pokimane herself hasn't commented directly on this rumor, but she has made this video making fun of people for being too poor.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
I love on this video she makes fun of people for being too poor to want to buy $7 of your piece of shit cookie brand. Like, that's so outrageous. Right before you go back to using other people's content to react to, like the lazy bitch you are. I guess hardworking families that don't want to feed their children dog shit processed food from influencers must be all avoiding buying it just because they're privileged enough to sit on their asses reacting to content that isn't theirs all day for money. Fuck them, right? Pokimane even followed up on these claims on her Twitter, and remember when I said that she never commented directly on these allegations that her cookies have traces of unhealthy chemicals and potential poison in them? Well, she had responses to both of the statements that she made about calling people broke and the toxins in her products, but I wanted to talk about her response to money shaming people first because it was very interesting. Now, she's really subtle about how she feels about this, but I want you guys to just take a close look, see if there's anything wrong. Yeah, I'll say it. If you think that $7 per bag of cookies is too high, you're retarded and broken. You deserve to be grabbed in the nearest alleyway and shot in the back of the head like the brain-dead moron you are for even thinking that you deserve any of my products. I'm tired of pretending that I like the company of my tier 3 subs. It's time for you idiots to start paying up for once in your lives, broke boys. Now, I'm obviously not as rich as someone like Pokimane, but I don't think it was fair for her to keep harping on the fact that people don't want to spend a certain amount of money on food that just isn't healthy or necessary for people, but Pokimane just does not seem to get that. I mean, in her eyes, it's a perfectly fair price for people to pay for her shitty off-brand product that no one asked her to make just to add to her wealth just because Logan Paul did it with Prime, and now she wants in on that sweet, sweet influencer cash-in. And of course, she's the same type of person that makes posts on Instagram about how she's covered in head to toe in Gucci on cruises, making these humble brags about how blessed her lifestyle is, and then she just calls anyone else below her broke. I mean, you can't really blame her for being a little bit out of touch, but she's also a fucking moron. And when the rumors started to spread about the possible dangers of some of her products, she responded in kind with a civil and reasonable explanation. Honestly, I was pretty surprised by how she was quick to point out and prove the rumors wrong, and I appreciated that she was so honest about everything she intended. Also, there's nothing unhealthy about my cookies. If you think there's anything in them that's dangerous, you better get ready to put your hands against the wall before the men I hire for people like you tie your hands up and throw you off a building, you worthless broke losers. Now, obviously, throwing people off buildings is a highly illegal activity in most countries, but the fact that Pokimane would go out and say this on a tweet is just insane. What kind of world do we live in which streamers and YouTubers can so brutally and viciously threaten to end people's lives all for a box of cookies that they sell? I don't know about you guys, but I'm not eating those cookies.